Hello, Pisces. Welcome back to Leo's Intuition. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of September 4th through September 8th. I'm sorry. This is going to be your weekly reading for September 4th through September 10th. And this will be a general reading, Pisces, and so this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, definitely take that message with you. If it does not resonate, that is okay. Definitely leave it for others who may be watching, because you never know, it may resonate with them. So Pisces, I'm going to get these cards shuffled, and then we're going to get into your reading. All right. Angels of the Divine, please give us a message and or guidance for Pisces for the week of September 4th through September 8th. All right, in Pisces, as you know, this is a 3-card spread. So these cards before me represent the past, present, and the future. I will be also pulling cards later in the reading to clarify. All right, let's get into it, Pisces. Let me sip this tea first. Wait a minute. All right, Pisces, let's get into your reading. Okay. All right, so very interesting. So Pisces, starting off with the present energy, we have the 5 of Cups, okay? All right. So right now, Pisces, a lot of you are really basically just really sad, and I hate that we're starting the reading off this way. But a lot of you right now in the present energy are really sad, and you're really going through it over either a love lost or someone that you've actually lost that you love, someone who has moved on into the afterlife. But for most of you, what I'm actually getting is that this is over a love lost. For those of you who are in a relationship, it's more so you feel like that fire in your relationship basically is gone. Like the emotions from your relationship is completely gone, and both of you are just together. Just at this point, there's no point for you to be together. You're just there, and you feel that, and that really has you down at this particular time. Let's look at the other cards to see more of this message. Yeah, okay. So here we go. So we have the 10 of Swords for your recent past, Pisces. And so what I'm getting is here for the recent past. Basically, a lot of you felt betrayed here in the recent past. And that's part of why this love is either lost, or why your relationship, if you're in a relationship, got to a point where like it's no longer of any type of substance. Like it's basically, nothing at this point. But you were pretty much betrayed here in the recent past, and that's actually, part of what some of you are really mourning over as well, because you don't know how to continue because of what happened here recently in the past to you, and it's really hard for you to move on from that. And so yeah, that's really tough, Pisces. Really tough. And so, and as a matter of fact, a lot of you in the recent past, this whatever situation presented itself to you that really put you in a very vulnerable position. It was basically, there was nothing you can do about the situation. It was just literally, it was going to happen one way or another. And unfortunately, that's what I'm seeing. But the situation just would have happened no matter what other cards were played. That's just how it was going to happen. It's almost like fate in a way. And so right now you're just like going through it. Let's look at your future card. Okay. Got it. Okay. So this is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so the Four of Pentacles is here for your future. What this is telling me, Pisces, is that you are in the near future, because of what you've experienced here in the recent past and in the present moment. You know, the Four of Pentacles is telling me that you are going to be in a position where you are really going to have a hard time trusting other people. You're really going to really keep your... you're just going to close yourself off to people and not allowing any new energies to come in. And while I understand that, and that's a natural human instinct, after being hurt, you know, I just want to warn you and say, be careful of that, and be careful of closing off too long, or just, closing off too hard, because sometimes in life, when you go through certain things, those things happen for a reason, because when one thing leaves your life, or when one thing happens and it's no longer a part of, you know, your journey, you know, it makes room for newer energy to come in. And so I'm giving you the optimistic point of view of this. So it gives you new energy to come in, so for you to be able to continue on with your life, because life just doesn't end here after we've been hurt and betrayed and dealt with a love loss or something of that nature. And so you need to still allow for new energy to come in, because that could be that could literally be the key to lift you back up again out of this darkness. Let's look at these other cards, Pisces, to clarify. Let me go ahead and shuffle real quick. Okay. Okay. All right, so past, present, and future. Got it. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands here for your recent past clarifier, okay? And so basically, whatever situation over here that happened the recent past to you, Pisces, you really tried your best to really fight. Like I said earlier, like it was going to happen one way or another, but you really tried your best to prevent it from happening. Not fight. I know I said fight a second ago. I'm sorry. You really tried your best to prevent what was happening from happening. Some of you, it was out of your control. And because of all of this energy that you put in it, that's why it left you feeling in a very dark place at the present moment, and feeling like you've lost this battle and like it's a love loss, you know. You have the Page of Wands for your present clarifier, okay? And so what's interesting is this is here to tell us that even though you're going through something right now and you're mourning this situation, it's painful. Some of you are in this depressive, dark, you know, sorrow. What this is telling me is, like, let this be of a lesson to, let this be of a lesson to you that can be learned. So, you know, through things that we go through in our life, Pisces, you know, even though things, like I said, happen for a reason, sometimes the best thing to do in order to move forward in the best way possible is to really reflect and really self-evaluate and examine the situation in a whole and learn from it. You know, let it be a lesson. You know, for example, if, let's say, you know, you had a spouse who cheated on you, or a spouse who just decided to leave you, you know, you want to ask those questions of, like, you want to ask yourself these questions, and, you know, reflect and look at the signs. And that's typically what you go through. You just kind of go through all the emotions of, like, what did I miss? Like, what happened? You know, now that, you know, it's over, whatever this is, what this is saying is just take a moment to really learn the lesson here. Now, it's important that you do this so that way you can move on. You don't want to be stuck in this and then carry on a grudge like continuously, okay? And so there is definitely a lesson to be learned here in this situation. You have here the Seven of Wands for your future clarifier, okay? And so basically, what this is telling me, this is, I'm telling you, man, once again, because a lot of you are going to have a hard time here in the near future, you know, you're going to have some trust issues here in the future, and you're not going to let new energy come in. This is basically telling me that you really are going to have your guard up, and you really are not letting anybody else come in, because you're in this mindset of like, nope, nobody else is going to be coming in and, you know, fucking up my mentality and playing me and playing with my heart and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what you need to do, Pisces, is basically learn this lesson, learn from whatever happened, figure out what the lesson is that needs to be learned here, move on from it. And I'm not saying you need to do this like today. What I understand it's going to take time for you know, some of you, some it may be quicker, some it may take a lot more time, but just make sure that you're not completely closing that you're not completely closing yourself off to new energies here in the near future. Don't push away people who would be there to support you. Don't push away people who could potentially be new energy that's coming in, because they may be the ones to actually pull you out of this mess, and maybe it may be a new relationship on the horizon. So you just never know. The word risk just popped out with me. So you have to take a spiritual and emotional risk in this situation and really trust. Now, you know, but when you go into it, you just want to make sure that you stay strong and don't go into any new situations blindly, or like just invite any energies in blindly, but just, you know, opening that circle of trust back and allowing new energy to flow in is gonna be a lot better than just closing yourself off, because you're just gonna be left bellowing in this dark place if you just, you know, close yourself off. So Pisces, yeah, very deep reading, but I hope this resonated with you. If it did, definitely give this a thumbs up. If it did not resonate with you, that's okay. Definitely stick around to see your moon and rising. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. Stay fabulous. Bye-bye.